What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the two ICT trades and concepts that you need to pass any funded account. This is all you need, and it happens day in and day out. Okay, same time, same times every day. It's going to repeat and never ending. Don't need a daily bias. So let's get into it. So the first trade we're going to look at is in trade window is going to be between 10 a.m. New York time. If you look here, UTC -4, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, this is your silver bullet window. Okay, first thing we want to do is we want to mark up. We'll go one more candle. At 10 a.m., we want to mark off both sides of the market, the buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Okay, so here's our buy side. Here's our sell side. Okay, this is our range. Right now, if you look here, these are relatively equal highs. Okay, you see that? It's this high, relatively equal to this high, this low. Should we come back? There's probably a low over here, or something that it tapped into. Okay, now these also would be other highs that we're looking at, like relatively equal highs, but we want to be in the most recent price range, which is this is our current price range for the morning. Okay, so our buy side. This is our sell side. Okay, so all we do is we wait inside of our trade window for a run on liquidity. All right, so if we move price forward, boom. Okay, buy side taken. Now that's our first step. So I'll write this over here. We'll make it black. Okay, so step one, run it on liquidity inside 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay. Now our next step, step two, we're going to wait for a market structure shift or break of structure. People call it break of structure, right? We just want market structure shift with displacement. Okay. This over here, this buy side taken with displacement to the downside. Okay. So we're waiting. So we created this low. Right. Price forward. Take buy side again. Boom. So you see how that created such a energetic movement in price that we just displaced down, broke this low. Okay, so now we're gonna wait since we had our breakage structure and displacement lower. Step three is we wait for our fair value gap. Okay, so now we're waiting for the next candle to form. Does it give us a gap? Yes. So now we're looking to take an entry up the high of this candle. Okay, so from this wick low to this candle body is our fair value gap. Okay. So you can set a sell limit here or market execution once it taps into here. And ICT says you want to put 5 handle stop for 5 points. And what we can do is we can target either a 1-to-1, right? Higher probability, or target a 1-to-2. Okay, so there's a 1-to-2, and it also lines up with our sell side here for swing low. Okay, so let's see here. 5 handles would be 39.69. So this here, if you wanted, this would be 5 handles where five points go break even, right? So we wait for our entry. The very next candle wicks up in there and you're in this trade, okay? So we're in here. Comes back up, gives you another chance to enter in case you missed here. Boom. Okay, now your stops to break even. You could either close partials here or let the rest run. You're already in a risk-free trade. And boom, right there. Now, this happens day in, day out from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You don't need a daily bias. You just need these steps: run on liquidity, displacement, per value gap, targeting the opposite side liquidity. Okay. This is your silver bullet setup. This is, yeah, I mean, this is, there's so many examples. I can go back testing this out of from January. Let's see. I've back tested from January to April. Was 73 trades and 67 trades were winners. Okay, that's like, well, I think 90% win rate, which is insane. That's just for the setup. Okay. Now, there's another setup that's not talked about too much that is in the afternoon. Okay. It's your PM session, right? The last hour of trading. So let's say you weren't able to catch anything in the morning, right? We're going to come to 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. This is your PM session, or ICT calls it your last hour of trading. Okay. So here we are, the last hour of trading. Now, for this, you will need to know where your midnight opening price is. Okay. So here is purple line we have. This is the midnight opening price. This is the price at midnight, New York time, the price open to. This is almost like a magnet for the end of the day. Okay. To know generally which direction you're going to want to take the last hour of trading towards, but except for Fridays, will be, are you above or below the midnight opening price in the last hour of trading? The market will want to cover its positions that it made over the day back towards this price, like a magnet. Okay. So we took sells in the morning. Typically, it looks like since we're underneath midnight opening price, we're probably going to be looking for buys back up towards the midnight opening price. Okay. So that being said, let's move price forward. We're pushing up, come back down. So here you want to do the same thing. Okay. So you kind of we have equal highs here, relatively equal highs here. You notice too, these are pretty clean here. So that's why I noticed this. And then we've already coming into the session, we've already gone up and create equal highs here. So that's why I'm using this. Okay. So you want to be patient and just wait closer to the middle of the session, typically 15 minutes or so. But this is where just experience comes in and back testing. Okay, so we took liquidity there. So the reason why I'm being patient is because even though we've taken buy side here and we're pushing low like this, what I'm looking for is buys. Why? Because we're underneath midnight opening price. So I'm looking for a buy model setup and I'm being patient. Unless I get that buy model setup, I'm not entering because I'm looking to take a trade back up to midnight opening price. Okay, so I'm waiting for sell side to be taken. And so just so you know why we're being patient. Okay. Boom, there's sell side. Now, what would happen if you didn't know that we're looking for buys because we're underneath midnight opening price? You would think this is your displacement, right? We've taken buy side and we're pushing down, and there's your fair value gap, right? So to someone that doesn't know the setup, they would be taking sells, but we're looking for buys because we're underneath midnight opening price. So we're waiting. Boom, displacement. Okay. Wait for, so that's your displacement. We've taken this high. There's your market structure shift, your displacement. Now we're waiting for the gap be confirmed. There's your fair value gap here. Same thing. Wait for it to come back. We're gonna do a five handle stop or 5-point stop or 50 pips, however you want to calculate it. And then we can either go for a 5-point run or go for a 1 to 2. I like to go for a 1 to 2. You're going to have lower win rate, but it's a really good risk to reward. And even though this could run all the way back up here, you don't want to get greedy. You just want to take your quick trade and get a base hit and just compound your wins, right? So now we're just waiting for it to come back into the fair value gap. Boom, triggered in there. So we're in this trade. Profit comes back a little bit, tags you in again, a little bit of drawdown. But if you notice, these candles respected this fair value gap, right? We haven't closed below the candle body below this fair value gap. And the last 10 minutes, boom, you get a run right to your take profit right at 4 p.m. Right. And if you notice, what's it seem to be reaching for? Midnight opening price, right? Now, sometimes it'll go all the way, sometimes it doesn't. But if you look, After 4 is usually when price will tend to just kind of consolidate, and spread opens up. So this is why you don't want to be such a long-term trader when it comes to these setups. You're 1-to-1, 1-to-2, get in, get out, get base hits, and compound your wins. So guys, like what you've seen. We're gonna be having more in-depth videos and one-on-one mentorships. I'm doing a very low entry price for a limited time. So click the link below, join the Discord, get in there, and let's get you profitable and we'll start passing those prop firm challenges. All right, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, comment below, and until next time, trade safe.